Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the Mercedes Benz GLS63 AMG. Huge shout out to 704 Exotics for providing this vehicle for me today. Take a look at their website. They're always getting in some very cool inventory. That link is down in the description below. This AMG is finished off in Alpine Gray. It had a starting MSRP right around $150,000. Now this is powered by the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 that's paired to the mild hybrid system along with the 9-speed automatic, and it pumps out 603 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent through the all-wheel drive system. This weighs in right around 6,000 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, up to its top speed of 174 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 23.8 gallons. You'll expect to see 14 miles per gallon in the city, 18 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 123.4 inches. Its overall length is 206. It has a width of 79.9, a height of 72.3, and its ground clearance measures in at 8 inches. Now, as we take a look at the exterior styling, you'll notice the Mercedes badge is very large in the grille. This is also the sensor for distance pacing. There's a forward-facing camera underneath that, AMG badge on that driver's side, and then lots of cutouts and chrome accents for the rest of that grille. You'll also notice there's another badge on the base of the hood there, and then this also has LEDs for the lighting with a really nice design. And then you'll see parking sensors in the lower section along with gloss black accents and a lot more cutouts. And then some very nice crisp lines that come down the hood just to give it a great look. Now, as we work our way to the side, this model has a really nice set of matte black wheels with the massive AMG red brake calipers. You'll notice that the fender arches are also body colored as well. This has a set of fixed running boards. There's also power folding side mirrors with the camera and the turn signal. There's gloss black for all of the window trim to give it a great look. There's roof racks up top, and then this does have a full moonroof as well. And then you'll notice there's some chrome accents on the door handles to give it a good two-tone look. This also has a body-colored spoiler in the back. There's a third brake light, wiper blade in the lower section. There's also LEDs for the lighting. There's a backup camera with all of the parking sensors. And then you'll notice the AMG quad-tip dual exhaust, and this can even tow right around 7,700 pounds. So it's definitely a very practical SUV. Now you can use the button on the key fob or the one up underneath to gain access to the cargo space. So this has a power lift gate, and it's also a 3-row SUV. So with the third row up, you do have a good bit of space. There's also a little bit of space underneath the floor where there is a spare. So you have that, and you can put some items down there if needed. There's also the removable cover, which you can install, and you have an area to attach it there. And then you have power operations for the seats here. So you can fold them down, of course, just to get a little bit more space, and then you have them with still some space behind that if you have people in the third row. And then there's 2 buttons up top to either close the liftgate or to lock the vehicle. Now, if you do lock the vehicle, this has proximity door handles, so you can unlock it from all 4 doors. Now, the interior is very nice with a carbon fiber Burmester for the audio. You get heated rear seats, all of the seating adjustments. You have a window control and a storage down below. Now, this model has a bench style seat in the back. You have Alcantara with the leather too. And then this is how you get into the third row. There's a control right here next to the headrest that you do have to hold. So this operation is automatic. So if I let go, that actually looks like it will still move forwards. You do have to hold it to put the seat back. But that will move the driver's seat, and it will move the second row there out of the way, so I can hop into the third row. Now, as you can tell, you'd have to move the second row up slightly to get a little bit more space. And you do have a control here that you can operate the second row with. So if you're in the third row, you can just push on that to get out. There's also a red pulse tab, I believe, that folds the seat down, so that way you can do it quicker in an emergency. You get a cup holder there. You have a very large window too. And then at my height, I have about a ½ inch or so between the Alcantara headliner, so it's a little bit tight, but I could fit back here if I really needed to hop in the back. And then from there, we can just push on that same button, and this is where you do have to hold it. So if I let go, it will stop. So it's a slowish process, but it's pretty easy and simple. And so once it locks into place, then you are ready to go. This is actually a pretty low SUV, so it's easy to hop into. And then as far as moving the seat, I'll just push on this button and we can slide this back to get a little bit more leg room. Now you'll notice there's storage pockets behind the front seats. You have vents in the middle, all of the climate adjustments, so you can go through all of this information, just depending on what you need to adjust. You get some storage down below along with auxiliaries. And then at my height, I have a few more inches, of course, above my head, and then I can also recline these seats to get a little bit more comfortable. So plenty of space for your second row passengers. And then right in the middle, you can open up the armrest where you do get a little bit of storage on the backside and then cup holders that poke out on both sides there. And then as you can tell, there's a lot of glass, so it's very easy to see all around. You have a lot of light for your back passengers. Now up front, you get heated and ventilated seats. You have a control to be able to adjust some other seats. Memory seating adjustments, all of your normal controls. There's the window control, side mirror adjustments, lift gate release, and more storage. And then you have the same attention to detail, of course, for the front seats. And then we are greeted with a solid and perforated leather steering wheel. But let's fire this up now. Take a listen to how this AMG sounds. And coming back to the digital gauge cluster now, you have a lot to go through using the controls on the left side of the steering wheel. Now underneath that, there's all of the cruise control settings, and then you do have a configurable screen in the lower section where you can actually go through your engine start stop. You have the adaptive suspension to lower it, AMG dynamics, the suspension settings, and even your exhaust. So you can toggle between both of these and then turn them on and off by using the end toggles right here. But going back to these controls, if I push on the home icon, this is where we can get through some of the gauge cluster settings where you can actually view different gauges here depending on what you'd like to see and how you are driving for the day. Now you can also go through a lot of information within the middle too. So you can scroll through all of this, even the navigation, which is nice. So you can pull up all of those vitals and of course just change this as needed. You can even pull some of these up in full screen if you would like to see that. Now this also has an off-road page, so you can monitor all of that information if you choose to take this off the pavement. And then you can also swipe up and take a look at what is being shown on the head-up display. So all of this will be available depending on what you select, and you can even shut it off too. So that is a good amount of information to be able to toggle through all of that. This is also equipped with paddle shifters too. On the right side, you have your Bluetooth adjustments, you have voice commands, volume, and then you even have the different driving modes that you can go through. And you will notice those will appear on the infotainment system where it will change your engine, your suspension, and your AMG dynamics, along with the exhaust over on that right side. So those are all customizable depending on how you want to drive. And then you have the same identical controls on this right side. Those are used for the infotainment system. Now on the left, you get the e-brake along with headlight adjustments. There's a dimmer switch too. There's also ambient lighting underneath the carbon fiber trim accents. And then you have one air vent. Leather covers the entire dash, and then this is also a touchscreen system. So you can either use those controls on the steering wheel or just swipe through all this information depending on what you need to see. So there's a lot that it has to offer, and then you can use that to go up and down, left and right, and you can get into a lot. So it's very nice to see this. We can go into the AMG Performance where you can go through a lot of this information just to monitor it and get through that. Now you also notice there's more carbon fiber with the air vents, and this stock right here is how you put the vehicle into reverse. So simply push that up for reverse, where you have a few different angles that you can go through. You have an automatic setting as well, and then drive is all the way down and park is on the end of the stock there. And then all the toggles for your climate. So you have fan speed, temperature, where you'd like the air to go. You also have some recircs too. There's a little bit of storage down below with auxiliaries and cup holders, which are also heated and cooled. So just depending on the drinks that you have, you can hide all of that away. And then you also have another pad to go through this information. So you have 3 different ways that you can get through this depending on what suits you best for the day. You also have another shortcut due to the driving modes, so you can toggle through those. There's a shortcut to the camera system. If I push on the car icon, you can get into all of these here. So just depending on what you like to turn on and off, you can get through those. And you do have some shortcuts for this system. So you can get into your radio, navigation, phone, and quickly get into those. There's also volume for your audio, and you have the height adjustment for the suspension. There's also an auxiliary with a good bit of storage in the armrest. You have more storage in the glove box, along with a fragrance canister there. And then you have garage door buttons up top, and the adjustments for the sunshade and sunroof, and dome lights too. And then here's a look at visibility. With the amount of glass that this vehicle has, it is very easy to see over both shoulders. As we set up behind the wheel now for this GLS63, I'm not around this model all that often, but it's really nice to be able to check it out and see what this has to offer. I do drive a lot more of the competitors than this, but this seems like a very nice 3-row vehicle with a pretty functional back seat. I wouldn't say it's a full-size 3rd row, but I could fit with myself next to me in the back and still be pretty comfortable. So at least it's spacious enough for that 3rd row to be functional. But let's put it into some of the sport mode settings now, because this is an AMG. So it gets Mercedes AMG performance, of course, where we have that exhaust, we have the paddles too, to give this a little bit more of a sporty feel. And you have the option of turning that exhaust on and off. So while this is a performance-oriented vehicle, it's also very luxury-focused too. So it's going to give you a very comfortable and smooth ride with that adaptive suspension. But at the same time, you have a pretty good sounding vehicle. It has a lot more potential than what I'm doing today, but it also has pretty quick paddles too. So you can just have a little bit more performance with this style vehicle. It seems to drive very nice, as you would expect. I have been able to drive Mercedes in the past, and it definitely has a good feel to it. Seats are very comfortable as well. I like the seating position too. We have the grab handles, which I forgot to mention earlier, so you can rest your hand there or right in the middle. So again, it's a really good spot to be. And we have a lot of nice premium materials. For the price, that's what you would expect. And just in the normal setting, mild acceleration, we're up to speed, and it sounds very good. Now, this would make for a great daily driver. It's one that's going to be super practical. If you're looking for a 3-row vehicle, maybe something you can use for towing. With the adaptive suspension, it's going to give you a little bit more confidence in towing, so this isn't sagging, depending on the amount of weight that you have for this. So you can actually use this for larger trailers, depending on what you have, and it's just going to give you a really nice functional SUV to drive. And we're still in Sport Plus 2nd gear. Here we go. And again, mild acceleration. We're up to speed without even thinking about it, and the paddles are very responsive. Now again, we do have the different driving modes, so you can really put this back into its basic settings: comfort, moderate for your throttle response, and just drive it like a normal daily driver. And then when you want to have a little bit of spirited fun, you can mess with all of these settings here. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel now for this AMG model. And it's a really nice vehicle. It's what you'd expect for something luxury focused, especially at this price point with everything that is available for this model. So again, if you want a 3-row family style SUV, but you want some performance to it, it's a good option to go with. It's also going to handle very well. It's not a vehicle to take around corners, even though we have the AMG performance. With the suspension, again, it will change in the driving modes too. So if you want to go around some corners, you can put into Sport Plus there for the suspension, where it will get a little bit stiffer, so that way it can handle the weight a little bit better at the same time. And it would make for a great daily driver. So if you're looking for a large vehicle, it's still pretty easy to maneuver and drive for its sizing. So you won't really have to worry about that. We have all the camera systems and everything to really help you with that as well. But that is going to wrap it up for the Mercedes Benz GLS63 AMG. Once again, a huge shout out to 704 Exotics for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.